Merry Christmas! Happy New Year, everybody! Let me tell you about this bitch. Gather around, children. Sit down, get comfortable. It's story time. I'm gonna try to be as calm as possible when I'm telling you this motherfucking story, but I'm still mad. Get it together. I'm back. Who knows for how long, because I don't know if you've been paying attention to the news. They elected a racist 4-year-old sexual predator to be the president of the United States. So I may be sold off into slavery. So I'll continue to make these videos for as long as I can. We'll see. I digress. Tell you about this bitch. So for those who do not know, I have a regular 9-to-5 job. This is not my full-time gig. Wish it was, but it ain't. Gotta pay the bills somehow, right? One day at work, I got to work and I realized, or I found out essentially, I had no ride home. Fuck. My ride abandoned me. Well, they didn't abandon me, but something happened. They couldn't control it, but I didn't have a ride home from work. So I'm sitting there at work like, how the hell am I gonna get home? What the fuck am I gonna do? I'm stranded here. I'm gonna have to spend the night here at my job and just sleep on the floor like I'm a damn mole person. So I said, all right, no, don't trip, don't trip. I'm cool with a couple people at work. I started asking around, what time you get off? Would you be able to give me a ride home? I can give you gas money. Finally, one of my friends who works in a different department on the same floor, they were like, hey, why don't you ask so-and-so? And for the sake of, privacy and all that shit, we're just gonna call this person that I asked Tandy. We're just gonna call her Tandy. I'm really tempted to tell you her real motherfucking name, government and all, and her phone number. But I ain't like that. I ain't gonna do that, but I'm tempted to. A friend of mine who works in a different department, who works in Tandy's same department, was like, hey, I think Tandy still lives near you. Why don't you ask her for a ride? Cool, bet. Thank you so much. I'ma do that. So I walk up to Tandy and I was like, hey girl. Now me and Tandy, we've been cordial. We're not like best of friends, but we've talked before. I say hi to her, she say hi to me. We pass each other. We're cool. And I say, hey girl, do you still live up by me, down the street? Yeah, I do. Listen, I'm kind of stranded. Would you be able to give me a ride home from work tonight? Oh, well, what time do you get off? Because I'm working later. I don't get off until 7:30. That works for me. I get off at 7. Oh, that's cool? Yes, it's cool. If you don't mind waiting, hey, girl, you giving me a ride? Absolutely. Thank you. She said, yeah, I got you. Now, keep in mind, when I say that Tandy lives down the motherfucking street, Tandy lives down the motherfucking street. In order for her to get home, she has to pass my shit to get to her motherfucking house, okay? I just want to let you know that. Keep that in mind, because that's going to be important later on in the motherfucking story, okay? All right, let me calm down. You calm down. Now, also keep in mind, she had taken me home before. And while on the ride home, she was like, yeah, it's cool. Since you live so close, if I know we got different schedules and I get off earlier, if I'm working overtime and I don't have anything else to do, since you live so close, I can give you a ride. What? Cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Boom. Keep in mind, she'd only taken me home before once, maybe twice. Either way, this was going to be the second or third time, okay? Now, I asked her this question around early afternoon. This was around like 1 or 2 p.m. So I'm thinking during the whole day, I got to ride home. We good. I'm Gucci, right? So later on that day, I'm working. I'm sitting there. It's 7 o'clock. My manager comes over. She's cool with us. So she comes over in our area. She's talking to us, chit-chatting it up, blah, 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 blah. I look at the clock. It's like 7:15 or something like that. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe I should walk back over there. Keep in mind, we're all on the same floor. All on the same floor. And let me back on up. So I can give you some important facts to remember later on in this damn story. My desk is towards the front entrance of the building. Meaning, if you gotta go out, you gonna pass me or you gonna see me. My desk is it's close. It's right up there. You can't miss me. Also, this day in particular, I had my hair blown out. Okay? Had my hair blown out. I'm one of the very few black people on my floor at my job. And in case you haven't noticed, I'm a big bitch. All right? I'm a big bitch. I'm noticeable. Okay? Just keeping that in mind. So I started to stand up. I stood up so that way, just in case I saw her walking, she getting ready to leave, she could see me. Woo, 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 woo. Okay? All right? Also, keep in mind, this is a big ass floor. It's a big ass building. On my floor, on the side of where my office is, where my desk is, the bathroom towards the back, there's an exit out there. Some people leave out that way. Okay? Those are important facts to remember in this motherfucking story. All right? Okay? Thank you. So, 7:15 roll around. And I'm thinking, maybe I should walk over there and just, sit down with her just in case she's ready to leave earlier, because, sometimes people just don't feel like doing the overtime, whatever. Maybe she want to leave early. And I was like, no, I don't want to bug her. I don't want to be just sitting up under her at her desk, just looking at her. So I said, all right, cool. No, I ain't going to do that. So a few minutes later, like maybe 7:20, I go, maybe I should walk over there. I walk over there. I walk over to her desk, and I find her friend that sits right across from her. And me and her are cool. Girl that she sits across from, let's just call her Sarah. Just making up a name. So I'm cool with Sarah that sits right across from Tandy. I look up and Sarah is sitting there and she just chilling, and she was, working. I said, hey. She was like, oh, hey, isn't Tandy supposed to be giving you a ride home? I said, yeah, where's she at? I look over and Tandy's motherfucking desk, chair done scooched in. All her shit is clean on her desk. Computer is off, like she done left. I know she didn't leave. You wouldn't do no foul shit like that, because you ain't got no reason to do no foul shit like that, because you wouldn't do me like that, because I'll choke a bitch. But that's besides the point. So I said, well, yeah, she's supposed to be giving me a ride. Have you seen her? She was like, well, no, I think I saw her go to the bathroom. She said she was going to the bathroom. I don't think she left, because she never leaves without saying something to me, right? I said, okay, cool. Well, can you just text her or message her if you see her, if she comes back, and let her know that, it looks like she's ready to go. So I'm ready to go. I'm cool. Okay. Walk back over to my desk once again, which is by the front fucking entrance. Okay. I can't stress this enough. I can't stress this shit enough. I can't. So by the front fucking entrance. All right. Once again, I'm standing up to make sure that I can see and can be seen, because a bitch needs a ride home. All right. Okay. So I'm standing up there, still chit-chatting it up, talking with everybody around me. I look up and it's like 7:40. All right. Now I definitely know that she's ready to go, because she said she was working till 7:30, right? Cool. Walk back over there. This time Sarah is sitting next to my other friend in that department. Let's call him Michael. I said, Michael, hey, have you seen Tandy? He goes, the last message I saw from Tandy, she sent everybody a message at 7:14 saying, hey guys, heading out. What? So then I look at Sarah and I say, Sarah, did you get a hold of Tandy? And then Sarah just looks up at me like this shit didn't hit the fan, and she was like, yeah. Okay, where is she? What happened? She said she couldn't find you. What that mean? What you mean she couldn't find me? How do you miss me? What do you mean she couldn't find where she at? She left? Yeah, she left. The fuck? Okay. All right. Okay. You mean to tell me this bitch claimed she couldn't find me on this open ass floor, and bitch, I'm standing up the whole motherfucking time, standing by the front entrance ready for yo ass? You couldn't find me? You couldn't find me? And you know 2 people in your department that you frequently talk to that know me and know where to find me if you were looking for me? You couldn't find me and I'm by the front fucking entrance. You couldn't find me, but we have an internal messaging system and you know my first and last name, and all you have to do is message me and say, hey girl, you ready to go? You couldn't find me and I done walked past your damn desk and you know exactly where the fuck I sit. You couldn't find me, bitch. No, what you did was you found the back exit when your ass went to the bathroom to cut out. Fuck you, you couldn't find me. You just don't want to give me a ride home. And if you didn't feel like giving me a motherfucking ride home, then the time to tell me no would have been the time that I motherfucking asked you. You could have came up with a lie. You could have said something. You could have said, my daddy died. A bird flew, hit my car. ISIS came. I don't know, some shit. Because no, or you could have just said, fucking no. Sorry, I don't want to. And I still would have felt some type of way because once again, you live down the motherfucking street from me. Bitch, you greet my home before you greet yours. You! And I would have felt some type of way. Even if you would have just said no. But the fact of the matter is, you led me to believe that, bitch, I had a ride home when I didn't. Now, luckily, my other friend that works there, he ended up giving me a ride home. Shout out to him. Thank you. But, bitch, you lucky I'm semi-saved. And I say semi-saved because the Lord is still working on me. You lucky, bitch, that I'm semi-saved because I would have set it off right there in the motherfucking office. But that's all right. That's cool. And let me tell you what the looky-loo here is with this bitch. That since this incident has happened, she has seen me. She has looked me in my eyeballs. She has seen my face. You know who the fuck I am and ain't said a word. I'm so sorry, Crystal. I couldn't find you. My bad about the other night. Nothing. No, this bitch ain't uttered a word. Or try the indignant approach, just reverse, hit the damn Jedi mind trick on me and go, girl, where was you at? I was looking for you. You said you wanted to ride. Where the fuck was you at? No, she ain't said shit. She has looked me in my motherfucking face and has been mute. You treacherous bitch. And I don't give 2 fucks if she sees this video. Bitch, I'm ready to go whenever you are. You had no reason to do me dirty like that. Fuck you. Fuck you. Huh? Huh? You hear that? Fuck you and the horse you rode on and your mama's house and your daddy. Fuck all of them. Fuck your whole family. I bet you that bitch was a Trump supporter. I bet you she is. That's some dirty, dusty shit to do to somebody. Fuck you. I hope you see this. This is a letter to you. Fuck you, Tandy. Almost slipped and said a real name. Oh. This is how I know I'm grown. This is how I know I'm growing, because I would have said her first, her middle, her last name. I would have flashed her social across this motherfucking screen. Bitch, you don't know. The old me would have lit it up in I'm I I am floored. I do not understand people. I haven't done shit to this bitch. I haven't done shit to her for her to pull some sneaky, trifling, treacherous, stank ass shit like that. Bitch, you don't know. You do not know. She on the list of bitches I don't fuck with. Don't ever fuck with a Tandy. Fuck all the Tandys of the world. Don't be like a Tandy. Tandy ain't shit, and Tandy ain't never gonna be shit. Good evening.